Hello, I'm going to give an example of how we do feature development on PlantVillage. This is a ticket in our GitHub issue board for adding biochar to our Ag Observatory product. So a few months ago, we received a request to begin tracking bags of biochar that would be produced by farmers to enrich soil. So the initial request came in, it had some sketches of how the data might be displayed in the observatory. And then the technical team got involved and began asking a series of questions to make sure they understood how the data would be collected, how it wanted to be presented, how data would be aggregated, and so on. That led to a lengthy conversation between the sort of forward-facing dream team part of PlantVillage and the back-end technical team. And that was really important to make sure that everyone understood exactly how the data would be collected and used. The data science team eventually was involved as well to make sure that we understood how to present the data in summary dashboards. That ultimately culminated in a data model that we all agreed would meet every team's use cases. So this ticket was then prioritized in our feature request board. This is our Kanban board for tracking work in progress. A fair amount of this code has already been developed. This is some of the code for the controllers. This is some of the technical code that runs on the servers for accepting and processing new surveys. There's also code to implement that data model that was shown earlier. This is part of how it's stored in the database. And then finally, we have documentation on the API. The API is used to accept data from the mobile apps and to send data into other PlantVillage server components. So this is auto-generated API code that we have. This particular API shows, this is sample data for biochar bags that have been collected. And this is all produced automatically by our system. So that's an example of how development works on PlantVillage. It's really important to have the different teams, the sort of in the field teams, the programming teams, the data science teams work together to make sure that we all understand how the data are going to be used.